Sleaze Me Fram.
Let's go to the box office, Barnes. The Paramount musical biopic, Bob Marley, One Love, ruled at the box office over the long holiday weekend, over $51 million. And Ziggy Marley said, "My family and I are honored with the amazing response to Bob Marley, One Love. Like my father's music, this movie is meant for the people, and his message of peace, love, and unity is clearly connecting with audiences around the world." I want to see that.
And what's the story I heard that Paramount Plus and Peacock may be merging?
Oh, there's so many rumors. Are you kidding?
How would you name that one? Paracock?
They'll just come under, well,
P-Mount?
Showtime folded into Paramount Plus, so.
But that's so wild how they're all these streamers, and then now they're folding, collapsing on each other.
And speaking of movies, you want to know what got panned?
What?
Marvel's Madam Web is the meme fodder.
Dude.
It is getting so panned. One of the memes is behind the line in the movie, quote, "He was in the Amazon with my mom when she was researching spiders right before she died." Yeah, did not save it from the Rotten Tomato reviews. I feel really bad for Dakota Johnson because she's in the movie. She said the script got rewritten many times. And that line never got into the movie, but boy, the Rotten Tomatoes and the score and the comments are brutal. Freaking brutal.
What are they going to do to turn Marvel around?
I don't know.
What does it need?
I don't know what they could do.
Like what star, like what do they need to make it happen? Because they're failing at every turn, it seems like.
I thought there were high hopes for this one, but not so much. Also over the weekend, the BAFTAs, which are, the British equivalent of the Oscars. And I always want to see who wins there because you know what's coming around the corner, Barnes, the Oscars. Michael J. Fox was there to give out the big Film of the Year award, got a standing ovation.
Nice.
And I guess you may have heard that Oppenheimer swept, literally swept. And guess who got totally shut out? Bradley Cooper's Maestro and Barbie.
I was going to guess Barbie. I mean, they'll be okay, everyone.
Feel bad for Bradley Cooper because he spent years making that movie.
Yeah, did they just overlook it or think he wasn't good?
I don't know. I thought it was a really well-done movie. This is really sad. 2 longtime associates of Brian Wilson have petitioned a court as his family to place him under conservatorship, asserting the musician is unable to care for himself following his wife's death in January. He is 81 right now, and he is suffering from dementia, a major neurocognitive disorder, taking medicine for the treatment of dementia. I know I thought about you with what you're going through with your dad.
That's a tough one.
It's really tough, and it's Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys, and when you think about the end is near, it just makes you really sad. Oh, a battle is currently raging online after Prince Harry and Meghan Markle seemingly withdrew from a promise to the late Queen to drop Sussex from their last name after abandoning their royal positions. Appears the pair isn't just using the name on their new philanthropic website. Apparently, they're calling their children, 4-year-old Prince Archie and 2-year-old Princess Lilibet, by the Sussex name as well. This is not going to end well. What do you think is happening?
What do you think? It's her. She's driving this.
I don't know. There
has to be.
It's going to be really interesting to see what happens, but it seems like they are in the news every single day. It's not ending.
Whatever movie that ends up being is going to be a good one. Man, they could take The Crown and weave her all through one whole season.
I don't know why The Crown is ending because this could have been the next chapter.
All that drama?
What is happening? They should.
Well, but the royal family signed off on The Crown, right? Like they're okay with it?
Yeah, I love The Crown.
Well, they wouldn't be okay with that.
Billy Joel gave Elton John the idea to bring the real fans from back of the concert to the front row. Joel would have his road crew pick fans, as you know, from the audience to move to the front row, which we've done many times. So he started doing the same. Here he is on Stephen Colbert.
Yeah, but Billy Joel was bringing up cute women.
He was? Is that how he met Christy Brinkley back in the day? No.
Maybe, but yeah, they needed a twist for Elton to put that into play.
Guys in my road crew are guys. So they're going to go back to the back of the room, and who do you think they're going to bring up to the front? Cute girls.
Right.
So I was doing this when I was on the road with Elton John.
Yeah.
And Elton goes, why aren't you selling the front rows? Why aren't you selling the front rows? And I explained it to him, and he was like a little light bulb went off over his head. And he's like, Aha. So the next night, Elton's doing his part of the show, and you can see in front of Elton is all these cute boys.
Nice, Elton.
Way to go, Billy. Stephen and Evie Colbert revealing they co-wrote a cookbook on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. I had no idea. Evie explains she wants the book to be, quote, an example of hope to all couples.
An example of hope for all couples.
Why is it an example of hope for all couples?
Because I cannot even chop celery without you telling me I'm doing it wrong. But it's all good now. Now we've written a cookbook together.
That seemed like a real moment. That completely seemed like a real moment.
Ozempic back in the news. You know, it's got its detractors, which it worries me, but also fans. Have you seen how outspoken Kelly Osbourne has been about Ozempic?
In a good way or a bad way?
In a good way. You know, her mother, remember, Sharon Osbourne is on record saying it should be kept away from kids. Well, Kelly's all about it. She went, quote, the people who hate on it the most are the people who are secretly doing it or pissed off they can't afford it. Yeah, she said, quote, unfortunately, right now it's something that is very expensive, but it eventually won't be because it actually works. You know, it is an FDA-approved prescription medication if you have type 2 diabetes. She went, quote, there are a million ways to lose weight. Why not do it through something that isn't as boring as working out? She actually said that.
Well, yeah, it's a whole lot easier, isn't it? That's the problem. Jimmy Barron's sitting in for Sleaze now, brought to you by Spectrum Internet, Mobile, and TV. Spectrum.com. Fram, what you got?
You know I'm all about award shows. Fram is all about, and of course the Super Bowl of award shows, the Oscars around the corner. They had the BAFTAs over the weekend, which is the British equivalent. And of course, wow. I'm going to say this, that Cillian Murphy won. I mean, everybody from Oppenheimer won. Christopher Nolan winning his first. Jimmy, did you see Barnes won't commit to watching Oppenheimer? Have you watched it?
I've actually seen like 6 or 7 of the nominated movies, including Oppenheimer.
Me too. Me too. I thought Oppenheimer was incredible.
It was a little long, I thought, but it's very good. It's very good.
Yeah.
I need to chop it up into a mini series. I'll do like 10, 20-minute versions, and then I'll feel better about it.
Yeah. Of what you've seen, Leslie, what do you like the best?
I'm going to say Oppenheimer, but I loved the movie with Paul Giamatti. Have you watched that yet?
Holdovers, yeah. Liked it a lot.
Incredible.
I thought it was a great movie, but I didn't know if I thought it was Academy Award winning. I mean, I really thought Killers of the Flower Moon
was excellent.
Was really good.
Yes.
And Martin Scorsese, you can't really go wrong, even though I thought DiCaprio was kind of miscast. But I love that movie.
Well, you'll have to come on when we do our Oscar recap.
Yeah, I you know, all the whole thing about feeling sorry for the Barbie people.
I know.
When that came out.
It was a blockbuster. Leave it there.
Whenever you see a headline like that fans feel sorry, who? Which ones?
But I do think Greta Gerwig should have gotten nominated.
Okay, but I'm sorry. In this world, I just can't feel sorry for Hollywood people because they don't get nominated for an award. It's kind of like when Jay-Z did his speech at the Grammys, and he wanted people to feel sorry for Beyonce because she's had all these big hits, but she never won. I'm like, okay, I'm not crying tears for Beyonce because she hasn't won a Grammy for whatever.
For Album of the Year, she
And I
sort
like
of
Barbie.
has deserved it many times.
Yeah, but still, she's got $1 billion and everything
Right.
else in the world. She doesn't have that one thing.
Right, exactly. And I liked Barbie a lot, by the way. My wife did not like it so much. I liked it a lot.
Well, I have to say that the other award show where the people that show up are the actual winners is the People's Choice Awards. Because if you notice, all these people that were nominated were not there. Jennifer Aniston was there. She won big. And, of course, she came out to the song Flowers, which a lot of people said, wait, it's a song about being alone. Come on, poor Jen.
Why would they do that? This is the hokiest and cheesiest of the award shows, period. You think they have a sense of humor?
Maybe.
Right. Wait, what did she win for?
Drama.
What did she do? What's her project that she
The Morning
won an award
Show?
for?
The Morning Show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just thought that was Here, listen to it. This is the trolling.
And the people's choice is Jennifer Aniston.
They're saying because they're playing that song.
They read way too much into
Yeah,
that.
I think he just had a good beat to move her ass up to the stage quickly.
I know. That's like, wow, are you really way reading too much into it? But she ended up being able to present to her buddy Adam Sandler, who won the Icon Award.
Okay, this dude, I'm sorry. I do not get this MF at all.
Really? It's Adam Sandler.
Yeah, Barnes and I have always been on the same boat on this one.
You too?
I'm not. I've never found him funny.
Really?
At all.
In any of his movies?
The one movie of his that I really liked was the serious one where he played the diamond dealer.
Oh, that one was
Uncut
terrible.
Gems, I think was the name of it.
I hated that
It was
movie.
really good. You didn't like that? Yeah, I don't find him funny.
Listen to his acceptance speech.
Okay.
To the People Magazine's Academy members of Hotness and Sexual Attractiveness, I would like to say thank you for recognizing me as the man who made our entire country the horniest this year. and was by far the most talked about person in the bedroom by couples or thruples during fantasy role-playing slappy time. Can I get another hell yeah?
I mean, dude.
Pandering to the audience.
It's that same character since 1985
and over.
Yeah.
Well, let's do this one maybe. The coolest dude in the room, Lenny Kravitz, accepting the Music Icon Award.
When I was first coming up, a lot of people offered me a lot of deals, but they wanted me to change. My music wasn't black enough. It wasn't white enough. It didn't fit nicely inside a box or sound like what was on the radio at the time. And I turned down the money and the glitzy promises of fame and stardom because I couldn't live with myself doing something inauthentic.
Now, that was a great speech.
Yeah, it was. And, every time Lenny shows up, he's got to wear some sort of clothing that shows his ripped abs. Let's just face it.
Me too.
It's like a see-through thing or...
Same. I do it all the time.
He's the coolest guy in the room.
I got one of those mesh T-shirts right after I saw him on whatever. And I fill it out very nicely.
But I do want to... I think I want to adopt the Lenny. I want to wear dark, big sunglasses in every...
Yeah.
Every room. So
Well, you already do. You've been wearing Oakleys for 30 years.
Dude, I haven't worn them in 30 years.
Oakleys?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just saying he can tune out and do whatever he needs. So if you put some technology in there, think of all you could get done in meetings.
All right, 2 more quick stories because I kind of feel like you might agree with this next statement about the People's Choice Awards. Mr. David Letterman on YouTube.
My favorite award show was the People's Choice Award because it was just a fixed job owned by Procter & Gamble. If you were nominated, they would call ahead and say, oh, by the way, Larry, you're the winner of the People's Choice Award. And you'd think, whoa! And then the deal is you got to show up. If you don't show up to the People's Choice Award, you're dead to them. One time I had won the People's Choice Award, and it was held on a Monday night, and you got to go all the way to California. I said, I can't, I'm working. Okay, you're dead to us, they said. And so I watched the whole show, and then at the very end, as the credits are rolling, winner of the talk show, David Letterman. Good night, everybody! And I thought, wow, what a fixed deal this is. So the SEC is looking into that nonsense. There you go, People's Choice Award. You know what my choice is, people? Not to watch.
He's right. I mean, they passed over all the ones who weren't there this time.
Right.
Always. You got to say who's nominated.
It's whoever we can get to show up.
I love this story, and I need... Barnes, you've got 2 daughters.
Yes.
You ready for this?
Yes.
Sylvester Stallone felt so nervous about his 2 oldest daughters moving to New York City that he hired Navy SEALs to train them in self-defense. His daughter Sophia and Sistine are 27 and 25. Sistine said it was hard. It was about 6 hours we were in those woods. Sophia and I got our butts whooped by these guys. They were the real deal. And then she said she wasn't surprised that her dad put them through something like this because our entire family life, we grew up with him doing these sorts of military-esque self-defense training.
It sounds to me like it was part of their reality show they're doing. You know how they always come up with some...
I could see him doing that.
Oh, right. They've got that thing.
Like they did
the
it...
family Stallone.
To film it. Yeah.
I mean, I'm all for teaching self-defense, right?
Yeah, but Navy SEALs?
I don't know.
That's extreme.
Yeah. Again, I bet you we see that pop up on their show that he does with all of his daughters. How many does he have?
He's got several. All I know is I see photos and there's a bunch of them.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them. All right.
Yeah, that's your celebrity sleeve.